My little, damn, my hair is looking crazy. My hair, oh, Lord, my mohawk.
I'm envisioning a world full of
Love and peace.
Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. These Moloch worshiping pedophiles wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released from prison with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beast cuffs. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? Where we should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the Golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
To my knees, GJ, bravo. Plenty much gratitude for this collabo. Yeah, it's been a long time since Greensville, bro, star. Yeah, we here now. And the ancestors said to fuck some shit up. So here we are. Check it out. Is it the Great Reset or the Great Awakening? Great America or make America great again? Zombie apocalypse or a space invasion from an alien? Or is it enemy or a fake friend? Artificial intelligence and clones are scriptural. Is it miracle or a spell cast magic ritual? Is it religion or is the path spiritual? Is the class pan-African but status aboriginal? I'm not here to debate or be argumentative. A little bit of common sense to dictate we are innocent. Your intent is to slip the start of as if they swift with our children who's being robbed of their fifth. Human trafficking, child sacrifice, adrenochrome, corrupt government, in position to defend its own. You part of the resistance for sure. They gon' send a drone for a live fat checking, but I been in a zone since I been home. Been on, so let's shut down Babylon, Jericho, whatever name you give it, but let's rally on. With or without you, I'm still gonna tally on. They say this is the end time, so I'ma hit the finale strong. Social media got you foolish, been a metaverse. Before the earth fully heals, it's gonna get hella worse. Got to be the living word, cut out that dead letter cursor. When you spit it to existence, manifest a better verse. In the light of the full moon, you'll soon see turtle share full bloom. A black sun pour dome down on these Moloch worshippers, burglars of the internal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Whether mothership or mother wit, we back with the vengeance. Return of the ancient ones, American engines. Operation Mockingbird, the same thing.
I'm still with Local 4.
Shortage of
you know what I mean?
The cause of the hunger pains is who honestly a
I
doctor. Are they phantoms of the
like,
opera proctors of Silicon Valley?
On this way,
Farmer is operation.
Well, you can be there next Tuesday. It's for like 3 weeks.
The MK Ultra program.
Well, anywhere from 35 to 45 dollars an hour, depending. You know what I mean?
Swabs up their noses from youngest to oldest who inoculate this COVID. Are they the deep state or are we in a deep state? We
I just got to take all my braces, my ice pack.
We sleep, wait, is it about enlightening or do you expose shit for clout and likes, which opposes a true socialist with this double-edged sword? I'm a true vocalist. I'm supposed to spit war upon you globalists and your 21 and 2030 agendas as the women weep for me. I'm a worthy avenger. In the light of the full moon, you'll soon see turtle she in full bloom. A black sun pour doom down on these Moloch worshippers, burglars of the internal furniture of the temple of the grand furbisher. Elijah was the precursor. Y'all didn't hear him though. Instead, y'all condemned him as if he were a criminal. Whether mothership or mother wit, we back with a vengeance. Return of the ancient ones, American engines. Respect to all the real Aboriginal Nijis out there.
I can't, but I'm going to apologize. But I can't. It may sound meaningless. My apologies to what the agents behind.
Shelter clothing, you want the bond to hold bite on it. Free and bold businessman, cold-blooded in my hand is the globe. Suspended, complete control of the earth's curse. The restoration of international commerce. I have craftsmanship and subtlety for war. Ability to transmit energy to much more than D&D. What I bleed is nuclear turglation. After white heat purifies the hater, the creator of distant predicaments. Feel the pulse where I'm from, the cauldron of experience. Watch time and space rock a great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her mate the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her mate the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when the rhyme and bass rock. I rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumping. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown chakra core and heel, pound the pavement. Sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math, a humble beast is still a beast, now feel the beast wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forums, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them, destroy this de facto government and its quorums, establish Make my house so she may restore him. A great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge born is when rhyme and bass drop. The last host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk and smash. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grips of their cash. Sad can't watch videos without the subliminals. Predictive programming weirdos from minstrel shows. The land's contaminated, fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water and skies are fried. New with chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop, perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next pop to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, but she's the best part. A great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Weighs the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when the rhyme and bass drops. Signs and symbols are for the conscious minds, y'all. And with that on the temple, draw. I had a vision the past night, yeah, a circulus round. Created successful reality from a virtual now. How? Stand on my square cause they usurp your power. Them same little sneaky breezies that'll hurt you. They smile all up in your face, all up in your space. And I ain't talking all bras, but dogs with whole trace. So I walk tall kittens while y'all cross slow race. I stay focused on walking through them tall gold gates. Draw a magic circle around me to keep me from harm. The law fat checks purposely, but peep me, I'm calm. Water, fire, air, earth, turn me from that piece to a bomb. Blow the joint, just split the range, the plane, the centimeters. I've encompassed my inner demons. 490-degree angles, guarded by angel of shiny elite angels. Thank you, and I, of course, am the chief triangle. If I die before I wake, well, at least I'll fly in plain view. I am my circle, how I govern four corners. Wise as a serpent for certain amongst foreigners. Out of state, out of place in the space they storing us. Learning firsthand of what fate was forewarned of us. I recall when bro and I spit flows, dope man, fly in the shell at Southampton, kept smoke, stay high. Years later, he's the same degree, just gain density. Gave my synopsis, he's toxic. I prayed I could say I behaved.
What? Oops. That was funny. That was very funny.
By locals, I've raised my moral ground. Way how my character stay fly, the conduct squared up, self-esteem. God, do God on what the world's been waiting for the days now. May I then I don't abide by the same ethics. They fan respect, yeah, obtain the credit for keeping the bliss erect, but with strange methods. But the epic of my name will reign and remain epic.
I gotta drink tons of fluid,
my
y'all.
squares, my lift. Ask, is it worth the ride? Yeah, it's rare, I spit. But the beach churchified, so I bear my shit. It hurt, I cried, this kitten there to try to eclipse my soul, bounce back from it. Announce it, I'm done with being the sacrificial lamb. The jungle, I run it, thus the lion conquereth over this numbness. Made a conscious shift, even in darkness, the sun lit on you false lights. Don't have to be gold to glitter. Actors look the part, but just
scared, y'all.
Go figure you dig, pounded.
They are very scared. This is not to
I'm built
take
like
the
a
tree, like this scared.
track, no illa max.
I can't blame them.
Master built her back.
But the energy's being sent anyway.
Mask off 360
Can't stop.
on my square, see the circle.
Especially with my energy's about strong as about 2,000, maybe 4,000 of them.
Trash off your
Or it
past
is.
loss, leave a footprints in the asphalt. You've an outline correction, last roll. I blast off, I crash off.
I'm not just saying it.
Festive living, sexually, sex symbols.
I mean, we're all revealing things, right?
Back to it like
Maybe they believe that they can do what they're doing to get more people to come forward and reveal stuff. Actually, we kind of already know what they were going to do.
standing on my circle is me.
You'll see.
Up your hate and make it work
All
for
you'll
me.
be a witness.
Transform
Those who
into
still
fuel
here.
as I evolve. Advance this abnormal, dormant form and leave y'all right where y'all started at. Let me impart a fact. She'll be sitting in my ship as we chart the map. Thinking in destiny, the turtle and the hare. Acknowledge me as the circle and the square. Yeah. So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all? Nah. I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the sci-fi. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes, my heart's cold as an icebox. I'm saying that
I don't eat chicken.
from the skybox. I got scope on you pilgrims. The scope with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Deaf and blind to the fact that blood, we gon' have this real some warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script played out. They keep us engaged, play king or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, COVID's no issue. Could've bloated in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who owes who the fiscal. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. A fool is known by his speech, yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me. Stand on 2 feet, one turn the other cheek. The wise man known by his silence, mostly disguised compliance. Silence by guidance from conspiring connivance. Other aspirants of violence, tyrants of fire. Trying and trying to hide, I'm trying to defiant. In environments of migrants, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hyping. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm non-client. My refinement and confinement, the requirements for this climate. Y'all push all the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real. My soul ain't don't possess. Real foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal, know what the business is. Big monster is come full circle, so vacate your premises. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. There's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau or Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that, whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact: yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac, whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back.
Well, you know, just
I keep you up.
Nah, bro. Come on. You almost there, bro.
oh, they must be reading my spam. Oh, there you go.
Push up.
I do it die for shots out. Who am I but shots out? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky but high ground. A crown slash helmet. So my aircraft stealth spit. Can't be tied down or even seat belted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked the cause my hand, I dealt it. Felt the vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It bust off on some ices and vel shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body you not for Mars, is a female's clip. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows to shit to a fly though. Haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still hand, but we're healer man. It's not Cypress Hill. I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie. I don't follow our set standards. To catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners. I'm off the radar. I am as your goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated, well I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dated space ace of y'all. Buster stuck in the cage, face off. After the shape, the state is a fake, a fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing the step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A Christmas carol lives what your fans get. Your worlds and perils what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Wants to get his own crew. Everybody wants to get his own crew rich. And then they want the other little people never get a piece of the pie. And don't want to go for the cracker. And go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen.
I want to cut that last part because of the N-word.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get tossed up. I'ma lay him out, execution's down. Too late for an apologetic claim. You rap that it's open flame, by God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Like Josh silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win.
Not up into the trees,
get rolled down with some presses attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the plentiful simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any kind of skill. No, I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. O'Neill's too late when the caps get bailed. Don't believe a GC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight. From above, I'll be given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. All the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' let them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme, gimme, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Push, 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 push. Step, step, step. Crush, crush, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
The shadow, and there's no need. Nobody's done nothing wrong. But that shows you the hypocrisy of them, you know what I mean? So that all it does, they just, I mean, they're out there killing, they're taking lives of innocent. And it's so funny how they use a fraudulent religion to do it. That's the funniest part. You know what I mean? Oh, Mac, what's up, beloved? Yeah, I went live earlier, and I'm like, oh, they shadow whatever. It's funny. And why do I say that? Because man, a sad state they're in. I'm not sad for them. I'm just saying, sad state. I'm gonna kill you. I don't want you. Sorry for using the word kill, y'all, but These things are hard-headed. I'm gonna let them drink a little bit.
Now watch time is.
All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's go and read it, and we'll leave it up. And people come across it, You know, I have this hornet. I want to grab it and hold it and let you see its stinger. I used to do it when I was a kid. I used to grab the 2 wings, but usually they get very aggravated, and they got a home right here. You see him fly right there? That's where he just came from. And there's 2 more, but yeah, they're trying to get up into wherever. Let me see something. Yep, they're trying to get up in wherever they've made a little paper. Yep.
Okay, I'll get them. Well, after you're done, so the stuff don't get in your face, I'll get them.
They got a home up in there.
Get them out.
Because you have a little vent right there.
Right. Usually, we used to have the exterminator come even spray up there.
Yeah, but that's so many chemicals that are very bad for you. You know what I mean? Right. This guy, he's just thirsty, so he's getting something to drink. You know what I mean? Come here. Give him a little something else. See if he likes this. Here. Here you go. If you want to drink it, go ahead. Right there. You don't want to drink that? It's beneficial. Come on. Right there. Come on. Here. I don't know if the lemon or lime will hurt you, but drink. Anyway. It's a white. I spilled some water on him by accident. He started flying around. I'm like, go ahead and get you some. Go ahead, just go and drink. On the top of my lid. I'll put it on this one because I'm drinking off of this one. Okay. Well, y'all gonna enjoy this. For those of you who come in who like good information, don't get upset with me, man. All right? Yeah. There you go. Don't be up here drinking off of this one. I'm drinking from this. Get out of here, man. I tell you what. What's wrong with you, man? Didn't I say? If I say stay, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means stay. You stunned. Mind your damn manners. Some kind of damn game or something. Sheesh. If I was gonna kill you, I'd just kill you. Not kill you. Damn. Sheesh. You can get up and fly away now. Knucklehead. Your wings are fine, see? I'm not allergic to them, but they get a little flustery, you know what I'm saying? Not with that nonsense. I'm gonna catch one of them. Now I'm gonna do it in front of the camera. Anyway, as y'all know, I was talking earlier, and I'm gonna share the same information. Talking about certain things that I've spoken about in my last rants and raves that I was doing, as far as to further enlighten people, just things they could look at, you know what I'm saying, that may be enlightening, may bring a little light on something. And it's not like I have to go and dig all this information out. I have it, but I prefer to read it and share the sources that you're able to read it from. Big Red Thomas, what's up? It's good to have you up in here. Oh, Mac, Delusion's right here. T's over there, so you might be looking. He might not, but he, you know, everybody's right here, so everybody can hear. And I appreciate you guys for stepping in. I had a long chat with an agent for YouTube, and I screenshot everything, so I might make a post, all right, so y'all can see it for yourself. how they deflect and everything else. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I got food in my teeth. I should go brush, right? Anyway, it was a comical conversation. It really was, because I don't. You know how they always say, "Hi, my name is Daryl. Hi, my name is Roderick. Hi, my name is Tammy. Hi, you know, how are you?" As if they care. And how are you is synonymous to you could be doing bad. So what? I hope you're doing bad. Yet I have to play this rule. You don't know me. I don't know you. Yet this is our patented book of expression. It's supposed to be meaningful to the incumbents, to those who have been subjugated, and under false sense of knowing, under duress, and so you will respond as such. And I find it very comical. And I stated, I don't feel nor have any emotional binds me to anything. And save, you know, I pretty much said save that. And, you know, without expressing, you don't know me and I don't know you. You could be a bot. I don't care what it may be. I'm writing for business. I'm not here to shake your hand, which I inevitably can. And yeah, you know, it's nothing. So why create more something and circumvent more lies of irrational mannerisms and things that have nothing to do with ration, or, you know what I mean? So it was pretty comical. It's pretty funny. Really. There was a time when I would just sit there and be like, hey, how's it going? So I can suck up everything from them. But it's not the state. It's not where I'm at. Unnecessary. You know what I mean? For those who get it. I want you to hear this word.
Koi nedir? Koi nedir? Koi nedir?
Koi nedir. It's koi nedir. Okay? And we'll get into that in a minute. Okay? I'm just letting everything else on my other tabs come up. Yet, it was very funny, to say the least, to see how they believe. That means, you know, lack of knowing and knowledge. My mustache is tilting towards the left. Anyway, they don't care anymore, unless they're told otherwise. You know, and y'all have let them get to this position in place. Remember, be mindful of that and remember that. I could break it down to how you let them get to this place, and I did it in a video before. But y'all did. You allowed them to establish some fictional control based on baseless guidelines, and subjugate you to another form of control to have your mind running in a circle, in a loop. You know what I mean? Over and over. You know how many times I look at people say, I'm in Facebook prison, and then I would literally see some of these people and how they're stressed, and I'm like, wow, you really feel like that? For what? So you could be the mem doctor? Like, you share the same memes over and over and over, and because you can't share it right now, you're broken. I mean, if you're sharing the memes, that means that you know what you're sharing, right? What are you attempting to prove? If you are all emotional and you feel some kind of way, I'm just, you know what I mean? And some of the individuals I would chat with, and they'd be like, well, I never looked at it like that. You never looked at it any kind of way. And then you go and saying you're in Facebook jail. I remember I posted that one time, and my people were like, why you put that up, Red? I said, because it's funny. I said, they blocked me and all this other stuff. And I don't even care about the platform. You know what I mean? I said, well, if you chat, if you appeal any, I said, no. I only do that because I can't comment when y'all are saying foolish stuff to correct you. It's not so much to be wrong, right or wrong, but when you're flagrantly just talking about something you just came upon in the last, 6 months or a year, maybe 2, now you know the whole world and you owe it some civility. I like make it make sense. Attempt to reach out in some kind of way that may make sense, and they may be able to look at it rationally and say, okay, never looked at it like that. But a lot of times that's not the case. That's why they react when paid agents or, you know what I mean, certain things are done to exude an emotion. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to share something that I shared, and I'm gonna leave that video up as well. I can't wait to see the little gold ingot on the dollar. I'm well within guidelines. Hell, heck, even better than the guidelines. I might even repost those again to let y'all see the new guidelines. And obviously, there's still someone who feels some kind of way. Maybe they got on high heels or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I like comedy, and I will make fun of, you know, individuals comedically. Yet I'm not here to press or bother someone. You know, we have somebody come up here as part of the idiot box, so we'll make sure they leave. Other than that, I want y'all to know about this because I spoke about it earlier. You know, and when I was talking about, you know, when we're talking about a certain thing that is more in lieu to war. You know, when we say the Mitzvah War and the Kohan War, I hear a lot of the Hebrew Israelites running around talking about Mitzvah and Kohan, and they don't know what they're saying. And I'm always watching and listening. And people running around with this so-called fictional story of David, let's say it's this place, and say it actually is a story of someone, right? Well, I already alluded to the fact, just like Yahusha is Yaldorabeth, and Remphan is based upon the star, which alludes to the period of Egypt. And nobody has sought that out to research it. So I figured, guys, come on, guys. So I sought out. I sought out myself, because they didn't. A lot of you didn't sought out to figure these little simplistic things out. Anytime you use something that is prevalent, you know, prevalently new, you should really research it before you start utilizing it. You know, it's like the individuals who ran with the Marcus Garvey Pan-African stuff. You would think that he considered himself an African. You would think that that individual, and you know his name, you know who I'm talking about, I'm not going to mention his name, you would have thought that he would have searched it out with diligence, unless he just utilized it to make the few millions he did, to which there's no school. The book is a wash. I'm just saying. And yet people continue to bring him to stages and colleges and professors to bring him in because they know that he's lying. And even though he strikes some good points, the people he's talking about don't care, because their role is in play. Do you get what I'm saying? Their role is in play. So he's just staying affluent. Okay? And many other people did. As I spoke about Muhammad Ali, we were listening, Westside had a live, and I shared it. No, not a live, but a video he uploaded. I believe that was Brother Sly, right? From Sly and the Stone, whatever, right? You know, sitting there real cool, hey man, yo, chill, man. You know, with Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali, deceased, both. And if you listen to the conversation, and that's why I pointed out that our nearest relatives have failed us. And I'm not saying that for y'all to go barking at your uncles and aunts around my age, or your mammy and your pappy. I'm not saying for that. I'm not saying go and argue and swear at your grandparents. That's just foolishness. What I'm stating is to have a sit down and ask them if they remember anything other than the blaxploitation, the church's influence, the blacks movement. Why is it relevant for these so-called ministers and pastors in church, who are out to pastor, absolutely, but to push a narrative from the Bible that doesn't exist, when it clearly shows you the differentiation between the Negro and the Hamitic, and even the Yaphanite. I don't know what presses people and what's so hard for them to clearly have a deep relationship and understanding, and make it relevant to them. Yet you've had over 30 to 40 different rabbis, and some of you went back and watched. I know you did you? You went and watched. You fished through my videos because I'm not going to categorize them and put them in order. I'm not going to do that. You need to watch them. They're not monetized no more. I'm not going to monetize those. I don't care about monetizing those. That one little view is not going to do nothing. Yet I clearly read every bit of Arthur Kessler's 13 Tribe. Facts and Facts, I read a little bit to get a synopsis. I'm going to actually sit down and do a recording. I think it'll take about several recordings to get through that 45-minute recordings to just read straight through that book, Facts and Facts. That's why, by Benjamin, that's why I set it down. Because I said there is a point where I want to change the direction. And with a few here to meet them aggressively and a diatribe that we could have when we're able to do lives again. I mean, we could do them in the house now, but I'd prefer to have walls up and be in a different position and be like, say, hey, look, you know what I mean? These are just ideas, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're solidified. But this one I'm going to read, I read earlier. I want y'all to research it. I want you to research it and see what you come with, what you find. You dig what I'm saying? Big Pontiac, what's going on, beloved? It's sunlight and it's a little different here, so it's going to be hard to see everything, but I'm going to do my best to be able to read every comment if y'all have any questions or anything like that. But I want to read to you why I chose to read the Mitzvah War. And Mitzvah is not what y'all thought it was. Hebrew Israelites, you can take one individual and you can misrepresent and mislead many. And who's known to do that? Is it you guys? Is it me? Or is it those who use psyops, psychological warfare? They get there first, just like when they put up, created the term conspiratorial theories or conspiracy theories, when conspiracy is based upon a theory. It means it's not true or factual, yet it could be. And a theory is pertinent to a conspiracy. So they knew exactly what they were doing. And who would do such a thing, right? Without getting all politically correct and all that other hee-haw and hoo-ha, you know what I mean? So this old wolf, was going to read some things because they believe in their fictional state that they're truly in control, and you aren't going to do nothing about it. Yet if you knew who you were, you would know that the blessing and the chaos and mayhem is in your league. And may it be in your liege. May it be your liege. I'm just stating something that most people aren't going to look at. We have some little native American who likes arguing, not knowing what the word wabble means, which literally is a correlation of who you are, the light. I'm just saying, that shows you how ignorant they are. And somebody took a word thinking that nobody would study and know what it is and utilize it against you, not knowing that they're utilizing it in your favor. Because $5 Indians are real, and Cabbage Patch children and orphans are a real thing. And they like to ignore that. See, I told you I was going to leave you something to drink, all right? See, your wings are fine, they're not broken or bent. All right, and you came right back. See? It's a hornet. Anyway. He's alive. Right back drinking again. Hey, take a look at him. He's pretty cool. Isn't he? He's cool. He is really, really cool, isn't he? I think it's pretty cool, isn't he? Anyway, right? See, he's not hurt. His wings are not dented or nothing. He's not angry or mad. I said, leave me be and stop flying all around my arm and stuff. And I'm not going to swat him and anger him. Anyway, he had to get knocked out for a moment. Not violently. Yet, anyway, I want to start where I started off before. Okay, I want to read. Here they go hiding the views again. Oh, they can't help themselves. I understand. Anyway, mandatory war. And we know that Hebrew is not what this language is. It is Yiddish. It is a form of a Germanic, Anglo, I don't know, it's a hybridized language that they made everybody believe was the Hebraic language. Yet anyway, Milhemet Hova, a compulsory war, is a technical term found in Hebrew classical literature and denoting a war that requires the entire nation of the Jewish people to rise up and to become actively engaged in because of an existential threat to the Jewish nation. Actually, that's our people and our nation. And our people rose up and fought for many, many years, many decades. And because of the failure of some of our ancestors, the hijackers, the identity thieves, and they would scribe and make up and knew everything, are utilizing our way. And so our people don't have a true call. You know what they used our call for? They used it for the call to Islam. Like, that was never in existence. But that's a call to war. As our ancestors, y'all seen some recent pictures where they have these long horns, right? It's all ours. It's regardless of what you think or believe, okay? Anyway, the aim is to thwart the enemy advances against the nation of us. And this says Israel, but we know that's some made up malarkey. Without the necessity of enslaving and exterminating the enemy or of annexing the enemy's territory. Wow. Did any of y'all pull up and download or read the Talmud? Hey, original Lone Wolf, I just want to ask you guys, did any of you read this stuff? Now, the characteristics, and this I can edit if I choose, but I choose not to. A mandatory war is to be distinguished from a voluntary war. Milhemet Reshet, that is to say, a battle waged of free choice, which requires the approbation of the Sanhedrin. Okay? So let's look at Sanhedrin. All right, I read it before. For the Sanhedrin, Hebrew and Middle Aramaic, a loan word from Koine Greek, okay? Romanized, mind you. Assembly, and you should know what Romanized mean. Assembly sitting together, hence assembly or council, was a legislative and judicial assembly of either 23 or 71 elders, existing at both a local and central level in the ancient land of Israel, which people have come to realize the truth that Utah is Utah. It is. It's literally, there's an ancient map that shows it. Not some made up by some Moors and some black individual or whatever who wants to ascribe and prove something by making this false map up. It's literally a real map and it's bigger than Utah itself. Okay? And that's why I stated, because I've been through that so many times, that they have these little tiny schools. I don't know, maybe 100 students, maybe 50, maybe 30. And it's like witchcraft. It's really dark what the Mormons and all of them have done there. Well, after they murdered the person that created it, who didn't like what it was going to be used for and didn't agree. So they got rid of him at, I think it was age 36, James. And that would be a place that they would use dark, I guess you say magic. Okay. Anyway, there was two classes of rabbinite courts called Sanhedrins, greater and lesser. A lesser Sanhedrin of 23 judges was appointed to sit as a tribunal in each city. Now, you see, they didn't say rabbis. There was only one great Sanhedrin of 71 judges, which, among other roles, acted as a supreme court, their narrative, okay, taking appeals from cases that lesser courts decided. In general usage, the Sanhedrin, without qualifier, usually refers to the great Sanhedrin, which was presided over by the Nasi, N-A-S-I, which is one and the same as N-A-A-Z-I, misutilized, mischaracterized words, who function as its head or representing president, and was a member of the court, the Aviet Din, which you would think sounds Vietnamese, or the chief of the court, who was second to the Nasi, and 69 general members. Now, I don't really have to look at this stuff. I kind of know it. Now, in the Second Temple period, in the Second Temple period, are you paying attention? Let's hit that right quick, okay? The Second Temple period, a post-exilic period in Jewish history, denotes the approximately 600 years, 516 BCE to 70 CE, during which the Second Temple stood in the city of Jerusalem. When did they convert, as far as the narrative from King Bulan? When was the 800 to 1,000 years added? Roughly at the 6th century, right? Are y'all getting it? Are you paying attention? Do I need to go further? Because is this not usury, and usurpness? Is this not showing it? Why, dude? Chill, dude. There you go, drink. In 586 BCE, the Neo-Babylonian Empire conquered the kingdom of Judah. The Judeans lost their independence upon the Babylonian siege of Jerusalem, during which the first temple was destroyed. After the Babylonians annexed Judah as a province, to which they are not, part of the subjugated populace was exiled to Babylon. This exilic period lasted for nearly 5 decades, ending after the Neo-Babylonian Empire itself was conquered by the Achaemenid Persian Empire, which annexed Babylonian territorial possessions after the fall of Babylon, to which all this is a lie. I know you want to hold on to it, and we'll get into the reason why later. Now, it states soon after the conquest, Persian King Cyrus the Great issued a proclamation, which was a Negro, known as the Edict of Cyrus, encouraging the exiles to return to their homeland after the Persians raised it as an autonomous Jewish governed province, which is a lie as well. The term Jewish, are you all aware when the term Jewish surmounted or came to pass? Anyway, the Aviet Din, right, when we get down to the Second Temple period, the Great Sanhedrin met in the temple in Jerusalem, in a building called the Hall of Hewn Stones. That's another write-off. The Great Sanhedrin convened every day except festivals and the Sabbath day, the Shabbat. Even the Shabbat doesn't mean what y'all think it does. That's why I don't get caught up when people say these things. They don't really study to have knowledge and the knowing of these terms. That's why I'm here. After the destruction of the Second Temple and the failure of the Bar Kokhba revolt, the Bar Kokhba revolt, the Great Sanhedrin moved to Galilee, which became part of the Roman province of Syria, Palestina. In this period, the Sanhedrin was sometimes called the Galilean Patriarchate or Patriarchate of Palestina, to which you already know the people that were there. And you'll see, let's go back to characteristics, all right? It's gonna be made clear if you hold on to these little things. A mandatory war is to be distinguished from a voluntary war, okay? Be mindful of that, okay? Excuse me. Milhamet Rashud, that is to say, a battle waged of free choice, which requires the approbation of the Sanhedrin, presumably in order to impose a religious and moral check on reckless warfare. What is this going on right now? So that means that these people are all for it. It is also to be distinguished from a religious war. What is the Mitzvah and the Kohan war? What is it about? It's a religious war. True Atlanteans or Judeans are not about war. They're about perfection of self, to which we were close to, and something interrupted it. The Milhamet Mitzvah, a Germanic word, not Judean, which is restricted to those nations, not saying that Judean language is not a symposium of such. Those nations mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, such as Amalek and the nations of Canaan. Yes, y'all, which is restricted to those nations, all right? The Mehemet Mitzvah, mentioned in the Hebrew Bible of Amalek and the nations of Canaan. We'll go over that. Another tab, the next tab. The biblical command in the case of the Canaanite inhabitants was to exterminate them and to annex their territory, whereas others who made peace with Israel could be enslaved and forced to pay tribute. That is not our way. Yet, there's a group of people during a time that we were supposed to have gotten rid of, and we didn't. How does it feel to be under those you were supposed to got rid of, and your ancestors didn't? We would never be in this state. Don't worry, but just listen. I'm not giving you a false sense of hope either. The biblical command in the case of the Canaanite inhabitants was to exterminate them and to annex their territory, whereas others who made peace with Israel could be enslaved and forced to pay tribute. For all practical purposes, a people without a nation can enslave a people. Come on, make sense. We could destroy, because you don't have nothing. There's no need. You can be wherever and whenever. A mandatory war can be described as a defensive war. You remember they made you stand down with Christianity? Yeah, you turn the other cheek. But then they tell you, I know, but I was out for an hour, two for the new. But then they give you this new nonsense, right? Based on this, what y'all think, Bourdieu and all that other nonsense. But anyway, and some of you have figured it out. But the reality is, when they had to turn it around, they had to flip it on its head, upside down, inverted, backwards, reverse. This is real. Okay? Subjugate. And then bring people like Margaret Sanger and blah, 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 if you get what I'm saying. General overview. And it was funny about that meeting with Muhammad Islam and, Muhammad Ali pointed out, 44 million. How many Americans in 1956 or 65? How many Negroes were there? 16 years prior to that and up to that point, we owned 40 million acres of farmland, down to 20. Specifically, in general view, specifically relating to the Halaic, how do you say the word? Halaic, I can't remember to get the word out, excuse me. Okay. Laws governing the Jewish nation, Spanish Jewish rabbi and scholar Menahem Meri. Do y'all know who Menahem Meri is? Born 1249, Perpignan, Catalonia province. Died 1315. Perpignan, Catalonia, religion Judaism. Menahem ben Solomon, Himri, Hebrew, French, Don Vidal Solomon. So you see when they say the Spanish or French war and all that, it was nothing but a lie. They came here and fought us all together. Some would say, yeah, it started around the 16. How is that so? In 1625, we were cleaning up the last of the giants, the bad guys, who killed off the good ones. My ancestors on my father's side. The Choctaw were killing off the last of the giants. Not no Mongol, not no fake Jew, not no light skins, none of them. Anyway, commonly referred to as Himri the Meri, or just Meri, was a famous medieval provincial rabbi and Talmudist. When was the Talmud written, people? Just small things for you to research, okay? Has described the conditions needed for there to be a mandatory war, saying that all wars excepting those made for the conquest of the land of Israel, the people, such as at the time of Joshua, are to be deemed as voluntary wars. So Joshua climbed what? What's the 33rd degree? What is Joshua really based on? But if you look outside, you create an individual, right? The name Joshua is a Negro name, how many slaves had the name Joshua, not based on some fake Christian religion or Judeo-Christian? A lot of y'all forgot about that, right? Are to be deemed as voluntary wars. A ruler cannot compel the Jewish people to fight in such voluntary wars, so named because the ruler of that nation is either angry at his enemy or simply wishes to show his prowess, or to extend his territorial domain, to which that is not our way. That is not Tartary. That is not what was happening. This is a contrite of a made-up delusional state. A narrative that has no truth other than the veneration of a stolen way, plagiarized and perverted. Let's get off of that and let's go over here. Right? Remember I spoke on the Chova War? Y'all, these Hebrews use these terms and they don't even know what they're saying. They don't research nothing. That's why be mindful. The first Jewish-Roman War, also known as the Great Jewish Revolt, was a rebellion against the Roman Empire in the province of Judea that took place from 66 to 74 CE. The war resulted in the destruction of the Jewish towns. As we know, that's a lie. Most of y'all starting to realize the Roman Empire was no such thing. They had to create a new identity, a new race, a new place, because they destroyed it all around the world, which is based on Tartary. They had to subjugate, separate, and divide. Reset. 17 what? Reset. 17 what? And there were all those deaths. The first segregation happened where? In fake Europe. What do they call Ms. Rain? Al-Mulan. When did the Ethiopian Sea become the Atlantic Sea? To describe a place like inventory. Why was it the Ethiopian Sea? What was it before that? How many of y'all looked at the period map? Is it so hard for y'all to put little things together? It's little things. The war resulted in the destruction of the Jewish towns. All over four corners, right? The real Judeans, the Atlanteans, the ones who created and built up Tartary. Well, remember I expressed to you all about the 7-Nation Army? And the video, for those who want to see it, you can go and listen to the White Stripes. And I played a little snippet, but I'm going to do it again. Just a little snippet. I can't play the whole thing, you know. Hold on. Hold on. I want y'all to hear it. I can't play no more. I'm just play less than a minute. Much less. I just want y'all to hear it. See how the 808 and that 440 hit you and make you want to... Okay. And that's spell casting, just to let you know. All right? Yet, the lyrics is, I'm going to fight them off. Well, I'm going to read it. I'm going to fight them off. A 7-Nation army couldn't hold me back. They're going to rip it off. Taking the time right behind my neck back. I need to read it. I'll try and sing it. I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And the message coming from my eyes says, leave it alone. Don't want to hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. You know, the hounds is this place that is dark. So when your soul goes there without direction, you have to find your way, but they chase you. I can't say nothing else. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm going to serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to hear, but that's what I'll do. And the feeling coming from my bones says, find a home. I'm going to Wichita, far from this opera. Furthermore, I'm going to work the straw. Make the sweat drip out of every pore, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding, and I'm bleeding right before the Lord. All the words are going to bleed from me, and I will think no more. And the stains coming from my blood, tell me, go back home. I ain't Wichita, Toto. Why did I say that? Well, the 7 nations, 7 arcs, excuse me. The name refers to the 7 original Celtic nations of Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Cornwall, Galicia, Isles of Man. Isles of Man. Do you have any idea what the Isles of Man is? In Brittany. Well, anyway, I want to point this out, and I want to see what y'all state on what you think about this. All right? Oh, that's going to be lovely. Anyway, I'm going to... 7 nations were located at Loretto, Walneck, Ordenac, Conwac, Canastec, Awasanac, and La Presentation. The 7 nations were located at. All right? He'll drive out the Hittites, the Gigashites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. That ain't nothing to do with no damn Negro. Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom, and the United States, as well as the European Union. The United States is not America. This is what they created, and ignorance subjugated everybody to. These made-up places. You already know the original people of Germania, so-called Germania, of Europe, right? Germany, Italy. You know the original people in Japan, the so-called United Kingdom. The people who supports them the most, right? So they got you working as a slave, don't they? And you have these worthless little Negroes in music and Hollywood, right? Who subjugate themselves as if that's an alright thing. Okay. Let's go ahead. Who remembers these movies? The 10 Commandments, Ben-Hur, The Story of Ruth, The Elmer Gantry, The Sword and the Cross, The Robe, Quailblades, Miracle and Marcelino. All is a ton of movies in the 1950s up to the 1960s. You know, David and Bathsheba. There's so many more. You know what I'm saying? Who's the guy with the locks? You know, Solomon, you know, Samson and Goliath, Delilah, and blah, blah. There's a plethora of movies made. They're only showing a handful. There's a ton more you can pull up. The Mask, Demetrius and the Gladiators, Stars of My Crown, The Power of the Resurrection. Those things would subjugate those Cabbage Patch children to give them a religion to which they didn't exist before that. There was no Christianity back in the 1700s. Stop. Just like there was no Islam. Stop. Because they went around the world, and we already talked about what happened to Iran, what happened in so-called Turkey and all that, and the Ottoman Empire and all that other stuff. Those wars were taking place from the 1st century to the 6th century. And then 1,000 years, all of a sudden, pops up out of nowhere. And we have a new time base when they were subjugating. And we read about how they would do. How they would work beside people and betray them, allow a thing to come in, take the women, make new babies, and create a new army. All the Kessler, 13th tribe. I'm not making this up. Okay? Not making it up at all. There's nobody going to do this, all right? They don't even know what they're doing. You dig? Everybody wants to be a know-it-all so they can say something to have stroke some ego. This is not about ego stroking. This is about getting y'all a little clarity so you can do research and find the real answer. I'm not giving no answers. I'm only pointing out things that you're not going to see on TikTok unless they're over here watching it. You're not going to see on this platform, that platform, right? You know, because I get tired of people going, Red, you didn't talk about that. And then, so what? As long as they share it. But they're not giving you your gems. I don't care about gems and jewels, bro. Please. All right? So anyway, that was how they indoctrinated a lot of these people running around in ignorance. Made them fake gatekeepers, promising that they would be custodians and protected and saved. No, they're going to put them in the dirt like they do all the other ones. So here's the famous quote by Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. Abe Lincoln was no president. That's the corporation. This place was not incorporated. When did America become incorporated by the U.S.? Wasn't that 1913? And then finalized, 1913 up to 1933, they used two wars, the Great War, the World War II, and the war in between. Y'all know about that, right? In the Spanish and all that stuff, big war. Oh, it was hunting our people down, is what they were doing. All right? And you get Jekyll Island and all that stuff, right? Right. By who? Right. By the people who are considered custodians. I figured you ought to figure that out and put it together by now. You know we whooped their butts, right? Okay. Anyway, 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. So we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. While you have these misled, misrepresented Negroes in certain states looking for reparations, they're not entitled to them because the land still belongs to them. Do you want me to break that down a little more? Or is that simple enough? Y'all talking about go change your status. When did your status get changed? Oh, because you're accepted black and you listen to foolish people running around with these narratives because you got some light skins, some pale skins, some mulattoes, or whatever you want to call them, consorts, who don't know that this is a Germanic language we're speaking right now, which is our language, a different language. That we have many dialects that the light skins don't. How long must I suffer you? A brother, beloved with kinfolk, T, reached out for you to come to the land to till and work it with your hands and feet, and you refuse it, just as you refuse any knowledge common to anything based on what the enemy has done to you, and subjugated you to defile you and put you in a position to eradicate you so they can take their place, which is not rightfully theirs. Again.
Koil nedir?
Koil nedir? Koil means residence of God. Not a secret oath. It means one in one. One in one. It means I and I. You. So go listen to the Red Road and all that, like on that goofy stuff because you have emotions and feelings. Go listen to those people talking about we're Moors, Africa, you got African in you and all this other nonsense. These people who lack knowledge, efficacy, and anything in retrospect to the truth, but are in dire retrograde. I challenge any of them and they wouldn't win a thing. And all they would do is go back to, well, I know who my people are. And I would sham that. YouTube famous, crying about tiki-taki. When more information shared on TikTok and the little Chinese and French are going crazy over there trying to keep y'all silent. a secret oath taken by them in ignorance, who don't know the truth because they've been groomed and conditioned to be selfish, oblivious to any truth, and to not listen. It's the old heads of the Jewish faith to come and tell you the truth of who you are, and the majority of y'all don't even listen to them, especially them cats in California and New York, because of their ignorance. I was enlightened in Scotland and Germany, and my ancestors. So who's lying and making up what? Or who's lacking knowledge of knowing? I'm just asking. Why are they so fearful if everything's working their way? Because you are not a Negro. That is a title bestowed upon you to keep you further away from your truth of who you are in existence. And there's nobody from Bantu or anywhere else who's going to tell you who you are, regardless of what pale skin they marry on this land. This is not hate. You have a lot of Bantus that look just like you. After putting makeup on. Beautiful. Women, men, who you would think were Ethiopian or Somalian. It's the records when these light skins, these new people come out of their place of void from war, new. When they saw you, and they related you to what they saw as what they attempted to conquer and destroy, but made pacts with. You know what that's called? Conspire with. Because you're that important. Even in the green tablets, even in the books of the Anunnaki, and it's that, and it doesn't say the Negro, but you are a set apart people. And the world is so, the enmity, the animosity, the jealousy is beyond your comprehension. And so therefore they would destroy themselves in ignorance instead of relegating themselves to light and self-betterment. They need to see you below yourself so you have a bunch of individuals running around doing foolish things and dumb things. And that will continue to happen. And they think that it's all right that they do it. Oh, you know, like it's going to be better for them. Till their skin becomes like leather and their bones become dust in the place where they lay. Just like right now. Tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, possibly even 1 million, where they lay. So before, when they go in these synagogues, these fictional places, to come together to vibrate in frequency to further destroy you, because you're all running around worshiping, worrying about some goofy in some sports or some knuckleheads in your neighborhood or who's coming across the border and this, that, and the other. You don't even know how to come together. Why y'all so worried about what's going on in Chicago and this, that, and the migrants? Oh, you don't care about the veterans. You didn't care about them beforehand. Now all of a sudden you care about them because it's in your backyard. This is what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy of you, not knowing who you are and what you're doing. You have no idea. You're selfish, you're stubborn, you're greedy, and you lack, again, efficacy. You lack it. Well, y'all thought I was going to start cursing and all that nonsense. Isle of Man, Crown Dependencies. The Isle of Man. The Isle of Man is a self-governing British Crown dependency in the Irish Sea between England and Ireland. It's the last abode where the Negro races of that place were sought and destroyed. It's known for its rugged coastline, medieval castles, Tartary, and rural landscape rising to a mountainous center in the capital, Douglas. The Manx Museum traces the island's Celtic and Viking heritage. Remember, the Vikings came from here. The Isle of Man, TT, is a major annual cross-country motorcycle race around the island. They just have a good time running around, you guys. And it's funny when you think about Gibraltar, Isle of Wight, and Jersey. The Faroe Islands, Guernsey, Douglas, the Allen Islands, San Marino, Skye, all right, Ireland, Wales, Andorra, and Scotland. And there's a reason why the government was parliamentary system stolen, and it was a constitutional monarchy based on the republic in whole. That all the star forts, all the things to protect the earth, to which was felled by the Gujar. That handful of Hindus, like Albert Theodor Herzl, however you want. I'll say Herzl Theodor Albert. I don't care about the dead thing. Okay? Oh, we had somebody in here bugging? You got timed out, huh? Yeah. Can't help them. I wasn't done. That's why the last one I still come back. And there's more I can add to it to actually give you some more information. I think I've given you more than enough. I would advise y'all to watch this numerous times and take keywords down and research them. Because when people research things, you always find stuff to piggyback on, to build on, to share with people around you who give a little ear. I'm not making nothing up. Watch, you're going to be hearing about it all over the place. And you'll be like, oh, Red was up. No, I'm asking you before that to listen and pay attention. I could easily set up and challenge Umar and all these individuals on a stage. Oh, yeah. And gobble them up. I would hit them with so many different lefts and rights. I'd tear him up with his little boy Garvey. They wouldn't take it. Trust me. I'd eat them up. Any of your little indigenous friends who got butthurt because their little Spanish wife got insulted by a bunch of ignoramuses. Ain't nothing wrong with who you marry. You give your heart to that individual and you raise awareness. You make the best. Just as they whited a lot of people out, we can blacken them out. They don't have to. They're all from us one way or the other. Manipulation is manipulation, regardless of what you think. And we had two different shades, light skin and dark skin. I don't care what you think, what you believe. And in order to control the world, you must separate, deviate, deny, and repopulate with a different narrative, right? I don't care how you feel. Feelings are meaningless. Share this with your loved ones. Share it around. Somebody feels some kind of way and let them ostracize themselves. All right? I have a lot more. Yeah. A lot. But I think this is more than enough. All right? Y'all know my Cashapp. I know some of you brothers, I don't do now. Oh, shut up. I'm asking because that's the conversation I had. They doing what they're doing with the little gold anklet, limited, monetary, because they want to keep me from gaining a certain amount. That's why I have the Cashapp. I told y'all, I'm not going to screw this up. There's no way. I'm not going to, I'm going to speak on things that are relevant to facts that you can research. All right? I have two so-called rabbis who I've conversed with, who said, oh, yeah, share any information you need, James. So in case somebody feels some kind of way. From Brooklyn. I don't have to reach out to my uncles over there in Red Hook. Yes, my Jewish uncles are as dark and darker than me. Straight hair, kind of. You would think they was Puerto Rican or something, or like Ethiopian, Arab. I don't know. They look like us. They got our bloodline. Yet they're from Vietnam fighters, both of them. In their late 70s, early 80s. Still big as all bejesus. So we can play the game. I told you two of the Germans that married into my family were the original Negro Germans, and the other one was light skin. So, and either you're going to rise above the ignorance, and you're going to make a settle. You're going to settle with yourself where you're at, and you're going to progress to move forward. I believe in ascension. Not believe. I know about ascension. That's what I'm attempting to share, which a lot of y'all far from it. And it takes a lot of work to get to that place where you feel comfortable enough to accept the reality that is very plausible and possible. Because you haven't been nurtured in it. How do you expect to be alive for 30, 40, 50 years and not know about it and expect to hear about it and all of a sudden you've got it? If you don't apply and practice the simplest little things, how will you ever be able to have a sense and feel that it's possible? Hey, baby. She just come and say hi. All right, I got you, mama. I'm just asking. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off of here. Yeah, I got my back brace on. I got one knee brace on. Yeah. I need some galoshes, y'all. Y'all want to send me some galoshes to my P.O. box? No, I get some galoshes. That's what you. But anyway, my cash is the same. It's not going to kill you to donate a couple dollars. All right. Like I said, if you want to donate some fiat for nails, and we're using drills and all that kind of stuff. We got tons of screwdrivers and hammers and all that. We got an electric nail gun. I'm gonna get another one. This time around, I'm buying a lot of wood because we got and hole diggers and leveler. I got to get what is it called? What's it called? 360.
Level?
Laser level, right? The other one I had broke, so it's a laser, right? 360.
Yeah.
So I gotta get another one of those. They're kind of expensive compared to the one I had, the DeWalt one I had. So those donations for that, you can state it. If you say, hey, here goes 5 or 10 or whatever for your tools, and I'll show you what we get with it. The nails, like I said, Baby Girl Slaughter was the only one donated towards that. And so when she comes up here, she's always gonna, when we build all the rooms and everything together, she's gonna already have hers. Just on the principles of what she's done. You know what I'm saying? I go back and I look at everything everybody donates, and we got Millennial, Baby Girl Slaughter, Snoo, back in the beginning. Oh my goodness. And a couple of brothers, y'all, like this young Cherokee. Oh, phenomenal. And then the rest of y'all just like sitting there worried about who's getting what or whatever. Like, stop that. Stop commenting. Just shut up. You ain't rich. You ain't nowhere near it. Well, nobody's expecting nobody to break any piggy bank. We're doing something. There's a difference. And we're inviting. All right? So stop with that nonsense. All right? Be part of it. Be part of the solution instead of further ongoing being part of the problem. All right? Eagles aren't mean to be stroked. They mean to be destroyed. All right? This is called humbly a requisite for not misappropriating, but being appropriate to let people know the truth. This has a big difference, isn't it? So take that information, go back, look at it 1,000 times, write down keywords, look into it yourself. Okay? Because I can sit here all day and show you all the tabs. Oh, the sun's up there. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. You know, this is a screen. All right? And you can see all the tabs up there. All right? There's no need to make up nothing. Why make it up when they wrote it about themselves and they just throw it around knowing you wouldn't research it? Give me that shoe size. 9.5, honey. We're 9.5 to 10. 10, I don't want 10. 9.5 fits pretty good. PD, what's going on, beloved? That's my baby. Now you can donate it and I'll pick it up here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all see, I actually got the P.O. box on the thing now. Okay. I'm going to get a separate one, but for the time being, we're using Rando's P.O. box. So, and it's one family anyway. You know, dig what I'm saying? But yeah, we can use the donations because we are always, besides gas, we're always going out there, and shoot, a number of times in 1 or 2 weeks we stopped at Ace. I don't know, about 4 or 5 times. I don't know what kind of dog. We've been to Lowe's a couple times. We've been to Home Depot once. Well, I bought the refrigerator there, right?
Yeah.
At Home Depot?
Yeah.
And then at Lowe's, I don't know. Got about $2,000 worth of stuff. Like I said, you know, the fiat's worthless unless you put worth into it. And we're attempting to put together something that everybody, you know what I mean? It's going to be a work in progress. I cannot wait to see the platform. Man, I was almost ready. We ride one day and we saw these yellow, and they're always there, these yellow pallets. And I mean, I could start building with pallets, yo. And I was almost just ready to go, yo, let's see if we can grab about 10 of them and all the straps are in the back of the truck and strap them down and get going and come back and see if anybody's looking for us. There's more border patrol and police. Get 10 more and to start deconstructing the pallets and build a little shed or something, which we could do easily. Yet I want to do things legitimately. I want y'all to be involved, even if you're not here, for whatever reason. Where's the lone wolf? We're waiting for you to come. Waiting for you to, yes, right? We're waiting for you to come on, bro. Some people can learn how to weld, this, that, and the other. We can all learn together how to put up, fabricate, build. Let our brains work, refresh them even in this tirade of toxic poisons and so many other bad things, okay? Now again, like I said, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Even though I am drinking plenty of fluids, I am so thirsty. I cannot drink before I go to sleep because I get up, because I wake up anyway. I'm already woke. And after my dream, I knew I had a dream about us. I don't know if you heard it, but me, you, Spencer Hobson, and 2 other cats, and a few other people who I really couldn't recognize. And I told them Popcorn, Spencer Hobson is big as a tank and nobody wants to believe me. I mean, this dream, we look different. We were the same people. You can see that we're who we are. But we were fighting. And you just took your hand with your face looking at me and looking at Spencer, moved these vehicles. They weren't even regular cars. You moved them and did something. Something blew up somewhere. Spence did something. I jumped up on top of the building. I did something, and I mean, I know the story. I just don't want to get all Marvel and DC'd out. That's what people think, or Image, a Dark Horse, and it was so real. I remember last week when I had that one dream, and when I woke up, I had bruises. It wasn't from work. I didn't hit myself, or this. I had bruises right where they're supposed to be, and I was like, whoa, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're fighting more than one battle, brothers and sisters. Yo, just stop fighting them alone. Everyone's fighting a battle of some form or another. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say nothing to drive you out of where you're from to here. I'm just allocating something else. That's all. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. You know the Cashapp, if you choose. Again, I let them know, look, I'm well within the guidelines. I'm not going to be cursing people out and all this unnecessary. I remember stating that a while ago before they illegally blocked my channel. And we'll get some read on tomorrow because I actually have the books right here. My apologies for not reading. I actually wanted to read something to you out of this book. Something I want to read out here. I was reading when I was back on page. I'm going to read it to you guys. Anyway, don't be messing with stuff you don't know nothing about. Just don't do it. Just because you feel like you're entertained, you can figure it out. Don't. They've assigned these things. They've allowed them to be written because they know usury. Okay. Someone say, well, obviously, save it, stow it, please, just don't. It's not a competition. All right. Pretty sure most 84 lumbers give their pallets away. You know what? Yeah. You know what? I've been looking up a lot of stuff. So it's easy to, with pallets, you can build some incredible stuff with pallets. It's wood. Most time treated wood. And I'm actually gonna do that. When I get over here, I'm gonna look up places here where we can pick pallets up. You know what I'm saying, cuz?
Right.
And there's nothing to deconstruct, you know what I'm saying? And you'd be amazed with a little ingenuity, a little drawing at the things you can build with pallets, all right? But I appreciate you guys coming in while they've been trying to shadow block for no reason. My baby, give me the shoot. That's my sweetie. Means more to me than life itself. But anyway, she does. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, guys. I said it about 5 minutes ago. And I appreciate you guys. Always remember, I'm gonna go live twice a day until I get to the point where I can just go once, you know, maybe a week or twice a week. But the reading will always be, I want to upload recordings of me reading. Okay? So like I said, I got to get a GoPro. The one I had, I gave away. Did I give it to Terrell, my neighbor? Or did I give it to that, to the lady with the Dalmatians or the kids next door? I gave it away. I had two of them. I gave them away. I can't remember who I gave them to because I've given away so much stuff before I left. You know what I'm saying? Lance, what's going on, baby? What's going on, beloved? Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Excellent suggestion there, P. Diddy. I'm going to look into that. Not P. Diddy. I mean, I'm not going to call you Papa and Daddy, but, you know, our beloved brother right there, P. Diddy. All right? I'm going to look into that right away. And I'll see y'all in the AM. And we will read in the AM. All right? Tomorrow's supposed to be actually warm. Tonight's supposed to be warm. Last 2 nights was kind of cold. And that way, if it's warm enough, I can put my feet in that daggone cold water. I got some boots in there that I can get dirtied up. I got to dig them out the shed. Matter of fact, let me do that first, and I'm looking to the pallets. And again, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all's donations. I appreciate everything. Okay? I only had like a few change to spend on some food, and the rest of the money is for books, so I couldn't mess with that. I haven't even I need to withdraw that before it becomes too much. I don't want them. They're saying they fixed it, but I don't want them robbing me of a couple $100, which, you know what I mean? Which is not, I think it's like 145, something like that. But like I said, it's books. You know what I mean? And I keep my $2 bills. I don't spend them. Just waiting for my money to be put back in my account. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the AM. We'll have a good read. You're gonna really enjoy the power of now, what I have to read in there, a continuation. And of course, for sake of secretion, I'm gonna go a little further back to the front of the book to reiterate some things, and then break off a little reading. I'm not gonna read it right now. Make sure I got it marked. Yeah, to gain heaven on earth within, using the stars to guide the way. What was common in ancient culture? Well, anyway, we're gonna read this, and you may enjoy it. Okay. Diddy's cool with me. Take that from him anyway. Hi, P. Hi, Diddy. Hi, you got it, fam. You got it, beloved. So anyway, I appreciate you guys, my beloved sisters, my brothers. Let's take care of protect our sisters, even though we choose not to protect one another as often as we should. And I'll see y'all in the AM. All right. God damn.